Dolfactori, DF. What is that smell? Madison screamed while running throughout the house. She went upstairs, then back down, to the kitchen, then the living room. She tried the kitchen again and opened the door leading to the garage. Her father was wearing headphones while painting a tiny model car at his workbench. Madison pinched her nostrils and slammed the door shut. She stormed back upstairs, went into her bedroom, and opened both windows. Miles Jr., her younger brother, yelled at Madison from the ground. "I'm going to find a DF doll. There's one in my school." Miles took off running while Madison screamed after him. "If it stinks, I'm throwing it in the trash." Madison locked herself in her room until dinner was called. She and her mother set the table together. Janet noticed ink stains on her daughter's hands. "Try alcohol on that," she said, "or acetone if you have any. Your dad probably has some if you—" Madison shook her head. "No thanks. They stink. I'll wait for it to fade." Miles Sr. came in and took a seat at the table. Madison pinched her nose and scurried to the other side of the table. "You reek." "It's acrylic," he said. "It's not even that strong." Miles Jr. burst through the front door with a cardboard box under his arm. I found it, and it's mine." Junior went straight to the table and sat down. Janet did not approve. "Go wash your hands and take that dirty shirt off. Have you been crawling on the ground?" "Yes," Junior said and raised his pride up over his head. "I found a DF doll. It was under one of the trailers at school." He opened the box to show them his original handmade art doll. Madison gagged as soon as he took it out. She ran from the dining room gagging and screaming. "It stinks. Throw it out. The smell. I'm going to puke." "It smells better than that stupid cat of yours," Junior yelled after her. "This doesn't smell like a litter box." Madison locked herself in her room and refused to come out, not even to eat. She continued working on missing pet posters to hang in the neighborhood. A large framed photo hung on her wall of an overweight ginger tabby. Madison stopped to stare at it a few times while fighting back tears. For an entire week, Madison and Miles Jr. fought over his DF doll. "It stinks," Madison said. "Why do you even like it? You don't collect dolls." Miles chased Madison around the kitchen island, purposely waving the doll in her face. "I can start collecting. Feel it. It has a skeleton." Madison stopped running, but held her shirt over her nose and mouth. She felt the arms and legs of the burlap doll. The limbs were solid inside. "What is the artist's name?" Madison said. "I want to ask her or him what these are made of." Madison sat at the computer in the entertainment room while Junior stood beside her. He directed her to the website for Dolfactori DF dolls by an artist who went by The Maker. "What a pretentious clown," Madison said. Miles was ecstatic to see that a new doll had already been made and hidden. "Yes, yes, yes," he cheered. "A new one, and it's ginger just like your tubby cat." Madison sent a message to the maker to inform him or her that the DF doll smelled horrible and should be made better. Junior read the message and frowned. "That is so rude. This is why you don't have any friends." Junior stormed out while Madison revised her message to be even more insulting. She called the maker a bum and a talentless buffoon with too much free time. According to Madison, no one who had time to make dolls by hand and give them away for free could possibly be intelligent or respectable. She hit send without guilt. 2 days later, a cardboard box appeared on the front porch. There was no address, just Madison's name painted in acrylic. Janet saw it first. She took it inside and left it by the front door. Madison walked the neighborhood hanging up posters of her pudgy cat that hadn't been seen in weeks. Miles Sr. had assured her that he would return, like he always did, from his roaming. Madison returned home and walked right by the box on the floor. Nobody said a thing about it until it was bedtime. Junior pointed it out to her. It's yours, he said. Somebody sent you a gift. Since when did you have friends? Madison took the box to her room and locked the door. She opened it not knowing what to expect. Inside the box was a doll. It was a Dolfactori DF doll. Madison had no reaction to it. As far as she could tell, it had no bothersome odor or scent. There was a note pinned to the chest. It read, "Open me." Madison undressed the doll and unzipped its back. She reached in and pulled out a bag of tiny bone fragments and a collar. It was a burgundy collar with a silver tag hanging from it. Madison sat on the floor and stared at the framed picture on her wall. The picture of her ginger tabby, wearing a burgundy collar and a silver tag. Did you enjoy this story? Dolfactori DF? I hope so. There are more to come, so please come back.